Milo was the funniest little monkey in the great green forest. From sunrise to sunset, he swung from branch to branch, chattered with colorful parrots, raced squirrels through the trees, and made everyone laugh with his silly tricks. Every animal knew Milo because he was full of energy and always ready for an adventure. But there was one thing about Milo that everyone quietly wished he would change. Whenever he made a mistake, he could never bring himself to say one simple word, sorry. Instead, Milo always had an excuse. If I knocked over your basket, it was because the branch was too slippery. If I scared you, it was only a joke. If I broke something, it wasn't really my fault. The other animals often forgave him because they cared about him. But little by little, they began to feel hurt. They noticed that Milo laughed after his mistakes instead of trying to fix them, even though he never meant to be unkind. His refusal to apologize made others feel as though their feelings didn't matter. One bright morning, the forest was buzzing with excitement. The annual Friendship Festival was only one day away. Every animal had an important job. The rabbits gathered fresh flowers. The birds collected colorful feathers to decorate the trees. The beavers built tiny wooden tables beside the river. The deer prepared delicious berry pies. Everyone worked together to make the celebration beautiful. Milo wanted to help too. I'll decorate the tallest tree in the forest, he proudly announced. Everyone smiled. That's a perfect job for you, said Bella the bluebird. You're the best climber in the forest. Milo puffed out his chest proudly. You can count on me. Early the next morning, Bella carefully carried a basket filled with sparkling forest lanterns made from glowing flowers and shiny leaves. They had taken many days to make. Please be careful, Bella said. These are very special. Milo grinned. Don't worry, I've got this. He grabbed the basket and raced up the tallest tree much faster than anyone expected. Slow down, called Oliver the owl. You might drop them. I'm the fastest monkey in the forest. Milo laughed. As he leaped onto a high branch, he missed his footing. The basket slipped. It tumbled through the air, crash. Dozens of beautiful lanterns scattered across the ground. Some were crushed beneath rocks. Others floated into the river. A few became tangled high in thorny bushes. The entire forest became silent. Bella stared at the broken lanterns with tears filling her eyes. They took us all week to make. Everyone looked at Milo. His heart pounded. He knew it had been his fault. He wanted to say sorry. The word reached the tip of his tongue. But then another thought appeared. It wasn't my fault, Milo quickly said. That branch was weak. Oliver frowned. The branch was strong. The wind pushed me, Milo replied. There wasn't any wind, whispered the rabbits. The basket was too heavy. Bella looked down sadly. I asked if you wanted help carrying it. Milo crossed his arms. Well, maybe someone packed it wrong. No one answered. Bella quietly picked up the broken lantern pieces while the other animals helped her. Milo watched from the tree, expecting someone to laugh like always. No one did. That evening, the Friendship Festival still happened, but it wasn't as joyful as everyone had hoped. The decorations looked incomplete, and Bella barely smiled. Milo noticed something strange. Whenever he walked toward a group of animals, they slowly drifted away. When he suggested a game, everyone politely said they were busy. When he told one of his funny jokes, nobody laughed. For the first time in a long while, Milo felt lonely. The next morning, he found Oliver the owl reading beneath an old oak tree. Why is everyone ignoring me? Milo asked. Oliver closed his book. They're not trying to hurt you? Then why won't they play with me? Oliver looked kindly at him. Because they feel hurt. But I didn't mean to break the lanterns. I know. So why are they upset? Oliver tilted his head. When you accidentally step on someone's flower garden, the flowers are still crushed whether you meant it or not. Milo frowned. I don't understand. Oliver smiled gently. Mistakes happen to everyone. But when we refuse to admit them, people begin to think we care more about protecting ourselves than protecting their feelings. Milo kicked a pebble. I just don't like saying sorry. Why? The little monkey stayed quiet. Finally, he whispered, because it makes me feel weak. Oliver nodded thoughtfully. Many believe that. Isn't it true? The wise owl shook his head. No. Then why does it feel so scary? Oliver looked toward the rising sun. Because saying sorry means admitting we weren't perfect. Milo sighed. I don't like making mistakes. No one does. What if everyone laughs at me? Oliver smiled. Has anyone laughed at Bella when she accidentally dropped berries? Did anyone laugh when Benny Beaver built a crooked bridge and fixed it the next day? Milo thought carefully. No, they respected them because they were honest. Milo remained silent. Later that afternoon, Milo wandered through the forest alone. Near the stream, he saw little Rosie Rabbit carrying a bucket of water. She tripped over a root dot splash. The bucket rolled away, soaking Sammy Squirrel's collection of acorns. Rosie's eyes widened. Oh no! Sammy, I'm so sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. Sammy smiled warmly. It's okay. Let's gather them together. Within minutes, they were laughing while collecting the acorns. Milo blinked. That had been easy. Nobody became angry. Nobody teased Rosie. Instead, everyone helped her. The next day, Milo climbed into his favorite mango tree. As he reached for a ripe mango, he accidentally knocked several fruits onto Harry Hedgehog's freshly washed blanket. Bright yellow juice splattered everywhere. Harry looked shocked. Milo's heart began racing. His mouth opened. The familiar excuses rushed into his mind. The mango slipped. The branch shook. It wasn't my fault. But then he remembered Bella's sad face. He remembered everyone walking away. He remembered Oliver's words. Taking a deep breath, Milo climbed down from the tree. I'm sorry, Harry. The words felt heavy at first. I wasn't paying attention. Harry blinked. You are. Milo nodded. I made your blanket dirty. There was a long pause. Then Harry smiled. Thank you for saying that. I'll help wash it. Together, they carried the blanket to the river. As they scrubbed away the sticky mango juice, Harry began telling funny stories about his family. Soon, both of them were laughing. Milo noticed something surprising. Saying sorry hadn't made him smaller. It had made the problem smaller. For the first time, he understood. A few days later, dark clouds gathered over the forest. A powerful storm swept through the trees. Rain poured down. Strong winds snapped branches. Leaves flew everywhere. When morning arrived, the forest looked messy. Many nests had fallen. Flower gardens were covered with branches. Animals hurried to clean everything together. Milo worked harder than anyone. He carried heavy logs. He picked up scattered fruit. He repaired birdhouses. While moving a large branch, he accidentally scratched the fresh paint on Benny Beaver's newly built bridge. Milo froze. Everyone nearby looked over. Without waiting for excuses, he smiled nervously. I'm really sorry, Benny. I should have been more careful. I'll help repaint it. Benny grinned. No problem. The beaver handed him a paintbrush. Let's do it together. Several animals smiled as they watched. Bella noticed too. That evening, she approached Milo. I heard what happened. Milo looked down. I've been thinking about the lanterns. Bella waited quietly. I was afraid to admit I made a mistake. You don't have to be afraid. I'm truly sorry for breaking them. Bella's eyes softened. I know. I should have apologized right away. You've apologized now. I like to make new lanterns if you'll let me. Bella smiled brighter than she had in days. I love your help. For the next week, Milo worked beside Bella every afternoon. They carefully created even more beautiful lanterns than before. And when the next forest celebration arrived, the giant tree sparkled with hundreds of glowing lights dancing softly in the evening breeze. Every animal admired the decorations. They're even prettier than last year's, exclaimed the squirrels. Bella smiled proudly. Milo helped make every single one. The little monkey felt warmth spread through his heart, not because everyone praised him, but because he had earned back their trust. Oliver smiled proudly. You've changed. Milo smiled. I still make mistakes, but now I know mistakes don't make us weak. Pretending we never make them does. Having the courage to say, I'm sorry, is what makes us strong. From that day forward, whenever Milo made a mistake, he sincerely apologized and asked, how can I make it right? The animals trusted him more than ever before, and the younger animals began following his example. Soon the entire forest became kinder because one monkey had learned that saying I'm sorry doesn't make you weak. It shows that your heart is strong enough to choose kindness, honesty, and love over pride. That's why the happiest friendships are built not on never making mistakes, but on having the courage to apologize and grow together.